Hello everyone. In this video I would like to talk about why we use Python indentation. Why does this improve readability, and how can we make comments in our script? Let's jump over to a text editor to get started. First, let's talk about how we can make a comment in our Python script. To denote a single line comment, all we need to use is the £. Now anything we type after this will not be read by the Python shell when we execute this script. So let's say this is a comment. But now what if we have multiple lines that we want to comment out? We can do this by using 3 quotation marks. This is a multiple line comment. And then we end this comment by doing the same 3 quotation marks. Now let's talk about indentation. Indentation is used by Python to increase the readability of the script. This is important whenever you have a language that you want to make very modular and very transparent to new users. Whenever someone new to the language sees just a wall of text, it can make them very disheartened to learn the language. Python reduces this lack of readability by using white space. Other languages might give you the option to do this, but Python requires it in your script. Python also does this to remove unneeded characters that other languages also have. For example, another language may include an entire block of code in parentheses. Python takes this away by using an indentation feature. Each indentation in your Python script denotes a new block of code. So let's create a simple block of code to see how it works. Let's say x is equal to 5, and then if x is greater than 4, we can print x. We see that since this printx function is inside this block, it's indented. But now if we want to include the else statement, we need to drop that back to the same indentation as the if statement. We'll say print no. Once we save the file, we can run it through the terminal. We can do this by typing in Python 3 and then the name of the file, so syntax.py. We see that since x is equal to 5 and it is greater than 4, we print x, which is just 5. And that's right here. I like to think about indentation as blocks of code. So if you wanted to include something else in this block, it would have the same indentation as the one previous to it. But now if it was a new block of code in a new function, then you would have to drop down and create a new indentation. If you're coming from a different programming language, it may seem weird to require this. But in reality, this increases the readability of your Python scripts and makes them very easy to transfer. Let's look at a more complex example. Here we see that we have one block of code, very distinguishable from the second block of code. And that's because of the indentation. Once we've broken up the big blocks of code, we can further use the indentation to see what each block is doing. Here we have an if statement, and we can see that if something is true, then this is the action that happens. We can also see that else is on the same indentation as if, so that means that this block of code here will do a different action if this is not true. If you have any questions about comments, white space, or anything else, let me know and I'll try to get back to you. Until next time.